Hello, another show, another working listing, and we'll see how it goes. So the goal for the show was 400, and currently I'm at a gross of 6,990 for the month with 184 listed, and I'm hoping to what I should be at is 8,200, so a little bit behind, and that's cool. That's fine, and I'll keep track of everything. Next week, I'm going to increase the goal to 500 because I really want to because I really want to get to 2,000 gross a week, and we'll just see how that goes. And so we'll start with that. And today we're going to start with teacup. So I had these for a while. I'm just checking something quick. So one way you can check for damage with these is by using lights. And I'll just show, actually, I can show my phone. If it ever focuses on me. Focus on me. There we go. So, boop. This is what I do when I'm actually at the store. I also do the ping test. I also do this, and you can just kind of see cracks. Now, you can see them a bit better, but even then, sometimes you will miss the cracks. But hey, that's the way it is. So let's turn that off and start. So this one here, we're going to start with Stanley, which is not something normally I would pick up, but this one has a rose, and people like rose, and I thought the color was pretty good. It wasn't just a plain one. And we'll start with that. And as always, start with eBay.com, and I always do that. Selling. And here's the sales currently for right now. I've been basically doing a lot of shipping today because I'm a little. My store was on hiatus, and I turned that off, but actually, I think it's still going for some reason. Hey, Harry, thank you for coming in. Hold up, back up. What's that? So this is Stanley. I never. It's not going to show. I need a new camera. Here we go. So this is not a one I would normally actually search for, but I was attracted to it, so I decided to go for it. And I cheated a little bit. And this one here is basically it's the same pattern, just a different color. And this one sold for 50 US. So we're going to use that as the sell similar. But I'm actually going to ask a bit more. I'm going to ask $59.99 plus shipping. Obviously, this one pink. I've gotten quite a few things ready for the show. Hopefully $400 worth. But we'll see. Pink. Roses. I don't think I've ever even seen a Stanley after this, so I don't think it's a huge brand, but and I can use my standard teacup description. Speeds things up and goes to the shelf. So for the display for the teacups online, I actually got one of these from Amazon. It was cheap, but it just helps with the display. I like it, but sort of kind of have to angle because you really want to be able to see the patterns on both the saucer and the cup. So $59.99, and charge more for shipping for this because I like to use an oversized box. And keep track. So that's one done at 60. Trade this little button. And just going to fix the thing. And one at 60. Save. Show. And there we go. And that's one whole listing done. Okay, so let's go to the next one. We're going to do another Paragon. Paragon are my favorite. You can get so much money out of them. And this is the pattern. Hey, Tommy. Thank you for coming in, saying hello. You listing. All right. So let's go back to this. And I think for this one, I also cheated by finding a similar pattern, but not exactly the same. Teacups. Oh wow, really sorry to hear that, Harry. It's the one that just came out is just so catchable. I think we're all gonna get it because even cloth masks aren't protecting against it. So as long as it's not, too bad, I kind of accept it. But now that Christmas is over too. There you go. And for the Paragon, I'm going to ask $69.99. I think this one's a little more attractive, so we'll see if it goes. And I'm just going to look at all this crap. And boom. Another one done. 70. Nice. Yeah. I'm pretty sure we're all going to get it at this point, like especially with the fact that the masks are not working. Unless you have like one of those high-end masks. And I know they don't even really have enough test kits, so c'est la vie. Okay, so the next one here is another Paragon. This one's a little more plain. And this one I'm only going to ask 34. Just getting these teacup stuff out of the way. So I got an email last night about I listed a copper pot yesterday, and I went the moon for the price, and someone didn't appreciate the price I asked, saying they've been buying them for like, what did they say, 25 years or something like that, and I was out of my mind. And usually I just here it is. Usually I actually ignore those kind of emails, to be honest, but this one I decided to answer because he was right. I was going for the moon. And sometimes it can be really hard to tell how much something is worth. I got another email as well from someone saying that it might be very rare because it actually has a double stamp on it. So it's gotten a lot of attention. So I'm just going to keep it at its price for a while and see how it goes. And there we go. A little slow. I'm going to make sure the picture's okay because I just remembered that there was a picture I took late of the pink one. don't know, maybe not. Okay, so I said $29.99. Normally for teacups, if they have a lot of white, this one's okay, but if they are really white, I might not spend as much time picking them up if they're too expensive or trying to ID them. Good. So another one down. Get 10 messages a day, people trying to get the price down. I tell them to find it cheaper on Instagram. Yeah, I've been on the internet since the BBS days, so I got a thick skin. I don't really care what people think. So usually I do ignore them. But this one, he actually gave me some good information after I politely answered of some terms I should be using. So in the end, it wasn't so bad. And he was right. I have no idea about those copper pots. It can be really hard to figure out the prices for that high-end stuff. Holy crap. Well, let's pretend that's not happening, Harry. Hopefully it's all good. My parents were traveling around, and they were in BC, and they were all sick, but it wasn't COVID. It was just normal, horrible flu. Okay. So next, I'm going to do a camera. So these are vintage. This is a vintage camera. And okay, this one was kind of interesting because I had to learn how to test it. These are actually charged up with solar power for the light meter, which is kind of interesting. And sometimes these die. And on the other one I have, there is an issue with the camera. But the easiest way I figured out how to actually learn this was actually just look on YouTube. Usually I used to look for the manual, but it's so much easier to look on YouTube. And, cameras are so good, so you shouldn't really be ignoring them. Boop. Okay. This. Used. I wish there was a way to lock this like on the phone. But as far as I know, there isn't. It's sold. Okay. Now, I'm actually going to use the word vintage here. A whole bunch. Okay, so that's this. This one's pretty good. It only has a little mark. I'm going to sell one like this. And I never say fully tested because I can't test them. Well, I'm not going to test them. I'm going to put it that way. I'm not going to develop film with them. I do the best I can. And like I say, every show, I haven't had a return yet. So, knock on wood. And I'm getting better at actually figuring out how these old cameras work. Let's see. Okay. Now there's two, just to make it confusing. And hopefully this is it. I can't tell just from those pictures, so you have to look. Let's not have the one with my hand in it. Tim has it as well, eh? Yeah, it's now, knock on wood, they're saying this latest one isn't as bad. And I hear with the symptoms of this one, it's much more like a cold rather than breathing and all that. And it seems to hit just like before it hits everyone else. Hey, how's it going? I was watching your show the other day. Thank you for coming in. Hey, Janet. Okay. Just gonna make sure this is the right one. Yeah, see the nice little stain there? You probably can't, but kind of helps figure it out. I don't know why people want this stuff, but as I always say, we're not the customer. Actually, I don't think there is a battery in this one. That's the problem with them too, is that once that solder part of the front dies, you now have a display piece. Okay, blah, 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 blah. And there actually was a way to determine the year that it was actually made, but I didn't care. You have to take the back plate off and stuff like that. And because they accept returns on that one, 99 and list. Boom, another one done. Today I didn't go thrifting. I had too much to do, i.e. packing, prepping for the show, all that stuff. That one's done. Okay, so we're going to do another camera. This is another vintage Olympus. I have a little note. What does my little note say? Okay, so shutter's not working. So everything works except when you wind it, it's not working properly. And I checked to see if it has value for parts, and it does. So still give me listed. Cold, runny nose, sore throat. Yep, exactly. Yeah. And like I said, they're not even testing here because everyone's just getting it now. Okay. Let me think. Whoop. And this is a penny. Let's go used again. So I find when they're from Japan, they have a really high value for some reason. So I'm going to just look up for the Americans. And that's good. And mine's for parts. So let's just take off. I kind of saw the value at the high end. I'm going to try for 69 just to help it. I don't know about anyone else, but I have to, often I find pricing for this stuff is a bit of a soft art. And it's like when something sells right away, then you're like, oh crap. Okay. Let's see. Good use. Okay. So selling for parts. Shutter doesn't work properly when taking a picture. I'm just going to say use condition. I'm amazed by how much things will often sell for parts. Because I think some of the people are just having it on their shelf and they don't really care. And cameras also fit the things I like, which is small, valuable, easy to ship. It's so small I can barely figure out which one it is. Is that it? No. It's the one with the black in the middle. I've had this one here for a while. Son of a gun, can't find it. Inefficient. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I don't want to sit here forever. I was going to save this as a draft and just keep going. Figure out what happened to the pictures later. It's annoying. French camera in my hand right now. I'm looking up. You're looking up now that you're listing cameras. Might as well do the same. Yep, cameras. I do have a few labels for some cameras. I don't know how they work yet, and I'll figure them out. To be honest, a lot of my guilty stock was in cameras just sitting around. Next, we're going to do a Canon AE. These are really good. I wanted to do a video on how to understand these just for resellers. I have seen some videos. I think actually Tommy mentioned the guy before. I was looking up, but they're not doing videos anymore. And they were good, but sometimes when you've been selling stuff for a while, you don't think of the common questions that we might have, especially if you already know a topic really well. Okay, used. They're all going to be used. And okay. So that one is actually this. Why is that so valuable? Take a little closer look, just in case. Where'd it go? Okay. Well, it's the same thing. Let's take a look at the lens, because a lot of the value is in the lens. Okay. Well, this is worth a lot. That's a nice surprise. So, is that like outside the norm? That $300? Oh, look at that. Okay. Well, it's nice to have a surprise in the positive way. $259.99. Maybe I'll get a few emails saying I'm asking way too much and how dare I. That'd be great. My normal camera. Actually, this is the wrong one. I just remember this. I have an SLR one. By stock. Canon. Canon's to the left of me. Canon's to the right of me. This is going into the old E11. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. There's my list. Another one. And that was 260. And how come you didn't get listed? What's going on? It's a list. Boop. Okay. Hey, Don. Hi. How many millions of listings, Carl? Oh, 4.5 million. At the end of the day, it should be at 6.7 million. Roll cameras are always good pickups, and not a ton of people know the name, so they turn up in thrift stores a lot. So, personally, I find thrift stores are not good at cameras, which is definitely a benefit to us. I find a lot of thrift stores don't want to deal with cameras. They don't want to learn how they work. And I'll find them all the time. 35 millimeter point and shoots are really good. Yeah, and I hope it stays that way. One day people are going to figure this out. Or Rolly. Yeah, I would check. I almost check any camera. When I first started, I just looked at the lenses. Because like I said, a lot of the value was actually in the lens. But now I have a bit of a better idea of like how the aperture works, how the speed of the film works, light meters and stuff like that. Bit by bit, I'm learning how it works. But I still have some, like I said, that I don't know how they work. But the nice thing about complicated things is it keeps other people out of the market. Okay, so this one, Hanukkah. And there was a reason these were all in my death pile for a while, because I didn't know them either. But there's not 1,000 of these. The F rating is really important too. Well, everything on the lens is important. You can't ignore any of it. I'm going to do 59. And the good old SLR. Anyone else have any tips on how to speed up listing? Because I'm always open to new things. I don't like listing on my cell phone though. I find it tends to screw up my best offer stuff, and I don't trust it once after I did list, and it changed everything on me. I lost faith. Shelf. No original case or manual. Okay, that's all good. It's at 60, so I'm going to update my listy. A little banner. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 5? Man, I'm slow. I've done 5. And math. 320, 420, 450. 520. No, 530. Like I said before, I can guarantee that I'm doing math errors. Not that it really matters, but. And like I said, the goal for the show is 400, so we've actually reached that. And I do the show for 1 hour before I get bored, and then we stop. Tommy told me mud jeans are good money, and he was right. Low f-stop is a huge sign. Yeah. My brother-in-law said that if it has a high speed for the film, like if it's over 1,000, it can be really good too. Mud plus size. As long as you can recognize it when you're out in the field, that's what really matters. Aye. Yeah, that's true. Aye. Okay. What are we doing? I think the older I get, the slower I get. Okay, let's do something boring. I mean, really exciting. No one leave. We're going to do these Viewmasters. These are all cheap. They're all $14.99. I can get them all 4 done because I'm sick of looking at them. Selling. Oh, wait. There we go. Oh, no, that's it. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. There we go. Sell somewhere. Okay. Let's try not to make any mistakes. So that exciting thing is this. And I already determined the price for this is going to be $14.99 for all these. I already listed and sold some for $39, $29, $59. And these are all kind of like the dregs. I have no idea what DT means. Pictures up here. What the hell is this? Here's my main picture. So I'm done. But we can cheat. Enough. Oh. Is there a problem with one of these? Okay, yeah, there's a bit of a bend. Okay, use condition. One has crease marks. No one make fun of my spelling. I can never spell. Right. Wait, I don't care what people think. $14.99. Or I should have said $14.99. Okay, it's fun. Easter story is next. Easter story. All I'm doing here too is just grabbing their that one's horrible. Is there a better one? That's better. Just grabbing their title. Because why do something when you can steal it, borrow it from someone else? Okay. I get no idea what that means. Yeah, jeans I haven't done yet. Honestly, whenever I go to the thrift store, there's 1,000 guys looking through the jeans. And I'm competitive, but I'm more competitive in terms of my knowledge. I don't like direct racing people to stuff. It's not my style. But to each their own. Okay, next we're doing Nevada. So it actually has number A156. Let's make sure we grab the right one. This one is blue. I don't see it. There it is. They're asking a bit more than I'm going to, but I feel comfortable in my lower price. Especially considering the packaging is not good. One left. Don't calm down. One left. There we go. One more of these. You guys won't believe how many of these I've actually listed. This is Yosemite. And let's be honest, probably the stuff that makes us the most money is the most boring stuff we find. And that would be this. Not boring, it's just boring listing. That orange almost tricked me. There it is. There. So it was 4 and 30, 60. And boop. Okay. So next thing, we're gonna do something different, hopefully. Okay, so this one I showed yesterday. This is a Creative Nomad, upside down, and I couldn't find it. And I looked and looked and looked and looked, and I took off some of the silver on here. Son of a gun. Where'd that? Oh my god. So I just broke it and ruined it. See that stripe there? The tape took this goddamn silver off. I can't believe it. Fail. Fail. Oh man. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to cry about that. It wasn't worth that much. That was a lesson learned. Try not to ruin yourself with tape. That's funny. Okay. Hero skate bet a lot. Man, that sucks. That sucks. And boop. I think I already have a hero skate. Here we go. Cell similar. Okay. So this color here is stone. Or is it sand? Might be sand. Here it is. It's going to be something similar to this. I'm going to ask 29. And this is 11. This is also in my death pile for a while. It's not a ton of it, so I'm probably asking too much. Is it 29? Yeah, it's 24. I'll put in the cheaper shipping. Yep, okay, good. It's 24. That's another one. And I'm going to do a second lot of terrain, so I'm just going to do those at the same time. That's this one here. This one here. And I'm not quite sure what this one is. It's not grass. Oh, yeah. You look at the price of some of this stuff. You find it all the time. If you find it, oh, it's swamp. You find it in big lots too, and usually fairly cheap. It takes a bit of work, but it's relatively easy. I think it's worth the time to lot it. I mean to list it. Oh, here. Okay, this is similar. I guess 34. Or 39, because I'm going to try that. Yes. If I was a good boy, what I would be doing is actually counting the number of each tile and then saying which one it is. I'm not a good boy. I call it swamp. Say green. Thank you, Dawn. Okay. Boop. Oh, it's our first one. I get to block. I thought they gave up on me. Oh, what does it say? I can't even see it. That worked. Wow, it's too low. I can't even see the error message. Well, it won't let me block them. That's very interesting. Is someone else? I don't know if anyone else has the rights, but you can block that message down there. That'd be nice. Okay. Excellent. Thank you. Maybe that was the error. And list. Okay. Let's see. We've got 13 minutes left. Power. So we're doing another one that I already showed. This one has an issue. For parts, shutter does not fire. And we're going to use the other listing. Okay. So I always put for parts, beginning and the end. Okay. Shutter does not appear to work. Selling for parts. Selling for parts. This one. And just to make sure I don't mix the two up when I sell them, I put it in a different box. Because if you can prevent that kind of crap, it's always good. I just listed at $400 the French camera. Let's see what happens. Hey, that's great. That's a great amount. I remember you got that one a while ago, I think. And now just figure out the price. We're going to ask for something that doesn't work. I want this trip 35. I'm going to say for parts. Oh, not specified. How come there's no parts option? $15. There's only one. I want a bit more than that. I'm gonna ask 29. I'll be happy with that. And no, we have to pay for returns. And done. Excellent. Another one done. Okay. Now we're going to do a difficult one. Because we already reached the goal for the show. And I picked this up a while ago. Does that work? Hey, you can see my eyes. This is it. So, let's see if we'll focus. Come on. Come on. Okay, you're all just going to have to trust me. It says Carl Zeiss. And it looked old to me. I paid $10 for this. If my memory is correct. And I'm not 100% sure exactly what it is. I think it's binoculars. And I think they're World War I binoculars. And we'll see if we can find it. And price it. So this part might be a little boring. Not that the other part wasn't boring. Okay. Carl Zeiss. And let's just see if anything comes up. And this is super long as well. See, that's none of them. I wonder if this belongs to it. So we're going to check out good old Peak. Okay, it would be helpful if I typed in the right thing. Okay. Wouldn't that be nice? This is what I thought it was. So I'm thinking this is half of it. But I can't, like, there might have been, here, I'll do better. There might have been a band around here. So, and it has two things here, which makes sense for the strap. And this is one of those times when you buy something on kind of on a whim. Wow, look at those prices. That can't be. Are people actually getting that? Because I might not list it right now if that's true. I'm not a believer in that. Okay, so in this case, I'm gonna do more research on it because I don't want to rush it out. I get very confused when there's super high numbers like this. But also when you see, I hate to say this, but when you see countries other than, well, this is Europe, but main countries, these prices get really funky. Look at this. Only $3,700? 666. Well, it's the same. But of course, asking doesn't mean that's what it's worth. That is very strange. Okay. So we're going to put that to the side for now. And I'm going to punish everyone by listing these, which I should have left behind. These are the little booklets. And you know what? As you and I were talking about today, Dawn, this is going to be listed for to go through the mail because it's thin enough. And I have sold these for okay, like not a lot of money. Like, you know, usually I get these in lots with something else. And I'm hoping for, I had to think of how to look this up. Oh, wait. It was obvious when I found it too. So Canadian blue vintage coin holder. I know there is some. I'm just typing the wrong thing. It's frustrating when you find something and then you can't find it again. Okay. And I don't know. Why is this not showing up? Oh, wait. Do I have it in the United States still? No. Okay, that's good. A suggestion album. Yeah. You are correct, Mom. So these are obviously have the coins inside. Here we go. So I'm going to try for $14.99 with letter mail. These ones here are nicer than the ones I have. You are clearly... Yeah. You are clearly a genius. I think we all know that now. Well, except for tape. Still learning how to use the tape, but that's okay. We'll figure out the tape. Okay. Look at this. I don't like the description at all. I'm totally not going to get this $14.99. I think I got a Canadian Nickels one. Nope. Okay, Canadian. Silver dollar album from... I got 1, 2, 2. Yeah, they're not worth a lot. Basically, this is the bin where I keep stuff for the show. Oh, we're out of time. So I'll just do one of these. Thank God. Okay. Don't distract me. I'm trying to get this done. Okay, 1935 to 1957. They don't even have a name on them, like a company name. 9073. And just to be, you would think this is obvious. No coins. You would be surprised. It's going in that one. E11. Okay. Overall, good used vintage. No coins. Oh my god. I actually think this is it. No, it's not it, damn it. Okay, this has to be one of these, right? Get rid of this, get rid of this. Excellent. No coins. Okay, we're going to do $14.99, which I'm not going to get. And in honor of Dawn, we're going to use flat mail, letter mail. And list. Hey, Chop Chop, thank you for coming in and say hello. It's this one. I'm done. So I'm just going to do the hours up. So I'm just going to do a final count. And that will be it for today. So we didn't get a ton done. That's okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. How come one of my teacups is missing? That's weird. Okay, so we did 13. I'll check back. Maybe it went into drafts or something. And 24, 40, 30, and 15. 30 and 15. Do some quick math. 100, 140, 190, 720. Perfect. $720. Save. Show. Whoop. Okay. So just to close out, that show our goal was 400. I did 13 items, gross to 720. Of course, the 720 is the max. I'm not going to get that, but that's close enough. It's all a bit guesswork anyways. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. I should be back tomorrow, 5:30 to 6:30. Hopefully I'll have more stuff prepped to go. Thank you for everyone for watching and entertaining me. Have a good night. Bye.